Linton Camp was one of around 30 camp schools built by the National Camps Corporation in rural locations around England. The architect, T.S. Tate, was responsible for the design of the buildings. The original purpose of these camps was to provide holiday accommodation for city children who would otherwise not have had the opportunity to experience the countryside and nature. With the onset of World War II in 1939, Linton School, along with other national camps, was utilised for evacuees, as it was thought at the time that children from industrialised towns and cities were vulnerable to enemy air raid attacks. It was opened in July 1940, with most of the evacuees coming from Bradford and surrounding areas. The timber frames and floor joists of the buildings rested on brick and concrete piers. The sides were covered in timber cladding, and they were overhung by cedar shingle roofs. They also had red brick chimney stacks. There was outdoor swimming pools and an air raid shelter. Provision on the site would have also provided a shower box, a greenhouse, a headmaster's house, a central boiler house, and a water tower. A playing field occupied the eastern part of the site. After the war, the camp remained open as a special residential school, having been purchased in 1957 by Bradford Metropolitan District Council. The authority ran the school as a boarding school for children, around 90 in total, with behavioural difficulties, or those who couldn't be in accommodation at home for various reasons. A number of the children were sent there on medial grounds, such as those suffering from asthma. There was an extensive programme of refurbishment in 1960. This included enclosing of the verandas at the end of the accommodation and addition of corridors down their sides. The residential school officially closed in May 1986. Good morning. Welcome back to a brand new video. So I was going to go this week and film part 2 of the sorry about the shaky video. This is it's not very stable. There we go, that should be better. I was going to go and film part 2 of the Saltaire video. We've only got the mill left to do. I'm going to do the entire 4 floors and the surrounding areas. But I trapped a nerve in my neck and I've been off work for a couple of days. I went back yesterday and today's my day off, so it's going to go for a nice easy stroll. And what I'm about to show you is a little bit sad, really, a little bit eerie. But this place is called Linton Summer School, or Linton Scout Camp. It was built for the war, so the children of Bradford and the major cities around could come and have somewhere safe to live or spend time. It's a lot of it's in really poor condition, to be fair. There's an old air raid shelter up there. We'll have a look at that on the way out. But yeah, there's still plenty to see. That wasn't like that last time I came. It's been about 4 or 5 years since I've been, and I took photographs. I was never filming then. So if you want to see the photographs, jump on my Facebook page, Lancashire Lad Photography, and it's all my old albums are there, all my old photographs. Anyway, let's stop chattering. Let's crack on and have a look around. So already we can see some changes. There was 2 big units here, 2 big barrack-style buildings, same as this one. And there's also one there. That one's almost completely collapsed, but the chimney breast still stands. Still a few bits to look at, give you the idea. But this is a place, I think it's owned by a company called Craydale Developments, and obviously it's prime development land. Looks like they're doing a bit over there in the far corner. Like they're digging something out there, footings or banks, berms. But yeah, there's quite a few buildings gone already. You can see the footprints where they were. But this one's still standing. So we'll go and have a scan. So, welcome. This would have been showers and changing rooms. Well, You can kind of deduct that from what you can see around you. I'm stood on a big tiled shower unit, tiled floors. Looks like some sort of leftover urinals there. So these would have been the changing room block, getting ready for sports and whatever else they were using it for, I suppose. Sad state of affairs. This building here has completely fell off its base, slid right off its foundation, and the one behind it looks like it's done the same too. That one's completely no floors, and if I remember correctly, this one was an old schoolhouse where the classrooms were, and I presume that's got no floors either, or if they have, they were very bad from what I remember. This one we can walk in. There's partial flooring, but that one was definitely not. That was just rafters on the floor, that cross beam. So if you remember, there's no flooring at all left in there. But like I say, it's completely gone. That will probably come down in last storm, and the one behind it maybe as well. But yeah, looks like this place has been bought up. I just found a sign in the grass, Craydale Developments. So looks like they've bought it for housing, possibly, or to build one big residence. Who knows? But yeah, such an eerie place, knowing that children have been here to get out of danger, and underprivileged children as well. After the war, they used it for holidaying kids who wouldn't normally be allowed to get a holiday in because they couldn't afford it or they were very poor. And then it became like a summer school, I believe. There's another unit just up there behind that old tree. So go and have a look around. You can see it better from this one. I'm in the second unit now, and this would have been the playground. They'd have had swing sets on here, seesaw roundabout. They'd have played games, gym games, and then they've got the fields where they would have played rounders, netball probably. You see that though, it's completely slid right off its foundation. Quite some way as well. And the one behind. And as you come into the site, there used to be, I want to say like a trailer, like a container unit, and it was full of car parts. Last time I came, there must have been about 500 classic Ford magazines and Ford pieces, wheels, trim, wing mirrors, stuff like that, just random stuff. But all that's gone now as well. Looks like they're, like I say, they're trying to clear it out. Still got the old air vents up behind me there, and the central chimney. That's probably what's holding all this place together. And this concrete pad. So this side's all set into the concrete, whereas this side just butts up against it. But you've got that big concrete, big brick chimney. It's a bit slippy as well, though. It's green moss, so got to watch where you put your foot in. Yeah, it looks like there would have been some sort of boiler room here, maybe. Was this? Somebody said they had a swimming pool, and I believe it's the red brick out here, so like an outdoor swimming pool. So this could have heated this like some big boiler. It's too big to just be a chimney. That's not a wood stove pipe, but definitely not. It's about a foot across, and it goes all the way up and out. That's definitely some sort of a industrial pipe. Definitely a heating pipe as well, because it's obviously up the chimney, trying to get rid of the fumes. But yeah, it's just you can see this one's like coming away from its foundation as well. That side's completely caved. It won't be long now before one more storm brings it down. I could walk down there, to be fair, but God knows what you're stepping on. It's all broken glass from what I see. And I'm only here for a quick visit. I don't want to injure myself. Yeah, it's very sad knowing what this place used to be for like the benefit of children. keeping them safe in World War II, keeping them happy in the 50s, 60s, keeping them educated, and it just fell out of fashion because there was more modern amenities, cheaper, I believe. You know, swimming pools are readily available to everybody, gymnasiums, sports, recreation. Nearly every town had one after the war, didn't they? Why would you need this? Why would you need this summer camp? I remember going to one. I used to do jiu-jitsu as a child, and they took us to one, but that was over near Accrington way, and it was very similar to this. Set out the similar. You could tent in, or you could sleep in the chalets, which were almost identical. So I presume at one point that would have been. I'll go back down here and get across there. Yeah, I presume at one point that would have been a similar situation for the kids of Blackburn, Preston, close by cities and stuff like that. It just, I don't know, just something about this place. It's not spooky, it's not scary. It's like an eerie feeling, like sad. It's just yeah, not foreboding. I can't put the word. I don't know. It's just got that edge to it where you just instantly makes you feel a bit sorry for it, Just a full disclosure as well. This is private land, so if you know it, I don't advocate you coming here because what I'm doing now is effectively trespassing. It's not a crime. It's a civil thing between me and the landowner. If he comes and asks me to leave, I will. And I know the dangers. I'm putting myself at risk here, so I don't want to. If I slip and hurt myself, I'm not going to sue anybody or anything like that. But yeah, it's not the most stable place. I thought I'd just come and have a look while I were in the area, see how it's changed. Like I say, I've never got it on video before. Yeah, I think these are the classrooms here, so let's head in. Nice look at texture on that paint. That's brilliant. Old wallpaper. All them patterns. Unfortunately, I can't go too far in. That would have been a fire extinguisher holder. Could stay to the floor. There is absolutely no way I'm standing on that. What bathrooms? Oh, it's got some colour up there. It would have been purple, blue and purple. I'll try and get zoom. There you go. Bit of original colour. Sorry about the shaky as well. I've just had a coffee at work. Dropping lad off some old Cortex there. And this would have been corridor down, so you'd come in here. You've got access to bathrooms and classroom there. Hallway in there, classroom. And then some sort of office here, 2 toilets there and another classroom access. Plenty of classrooms. I've put some pictures I found online as well of this, and there's pictures of like all the children all lined up in class photos and how this used to look back in its heyday. It's actually a lovely little place, to be fair. Kind of old bin. But you haven't seen one like that for a while, have you? Takes you right back to the bloody school days, doesn't it? Yeah, last time I came as well, there was a window here, and somebody had stuck a full size, like a full life size picture of a buddy. Can't remember what it were. Some sort of face, someone I recognise, but immediately you just think someone's looking out the window at you, and it was a little bit, bit of a jump scare, to be fair. But yeah, it's all gone now. It's all fallen away, all completely gone. Won't be long before this is in bits and sliding off its bloody foundations too. Sad. Sad. There's still more to look at down here, so we'll go down here and have a look around. Quite a few paint jobs on there, isn't there? Look at it all collapsing in. I don't want to lean on any of this because it could just come in at any time. Yeah, all just classrooms and where kids used to learn. Still got a bit of flooring in this one, that looks alright. But it's like a waiting area. Admin office maybe. Head teacher, who knows. It's all a bit 4x4 for me, innit? This looks like there would have been more buildings here as well. Foundations of 2 more, but they've completely gone. This one over there looks like a garden, like an allotment. There's loads of like beddings and raised planters in there, so maybe they were learning horticulture too. Who knows? Right, we're gonna go have another walk around. Gonna go and have a look at that air raid shelter. You can quite obviously tell it's an air raid shelter the way it's built, with the rounded off roof. It's the only fully brick structure on site, double skinned. So yeah, let's go and have a look. They're actually planting evergreens across this back wall. I wonder if it's to grow them up like this and keep a bit of privacy on the land if it does come around that they're going to build on here. Big old buildings though. It's all shingle. Everything is completely made of wood. All the shingles, everything. Sad state of affairs, really. But it's been derelict a long time. And it's only made of wood, open to the elements, so it's only fair it's going to be an absolute wreck. There is a little brick building here, but I'm not going to show you now. It's just it was just a storeroom last time I came. A few old tools in there, but there's nothing there now. And the power room still had a bit of electric on last time I came too. The meter on the back was still lit up, so connected to the mains obviously, but there's obviously nothing here that's connected to any power. That's for the village. Runs off into Linton. And over the fields. One last look about, and then we'll go and check out this air raid shelter just under the trees. Foundations for a big water tank here as well. And how do we know it's a water tank? It's still got the plugged in mains down there. Could have been oil, maybe, but it's very, very big for oil tanks. And there's a hand pump in that corner. We're going to have a look at that actually, because that's very World War II. That's the kind of stuff you find in ROC posts that ran up in, from like the Cold War. Yeah, it's a bilge pump just on the wall there. So that would have been a hand crank pump. You'd have put like almost like a 90-degree hand crank on it. And as you turn, it pumps the water or pumps the oil. And I'm guessing all this is what's left of the buildings. Yeah, that's completely destroyed now. That one, we can't go in there. That one had loads of tools in it, old wheelbarrows. So I'm assuming it was a groundkeeper's like a shed, if you will, or where they kept all the outdoor apparatus. Yeah, that's it. They did actually. I remember there were basketball hoops in there too, but the short ones that were on like a triangular foot pad. Don't know if you ever used them at school, but I had it. Just like a big pole on a triangular pad, and that was your outdoor hoop for netball or basketball. Anyway, less chatting. Let's get in this. So we're here. It's been converted at some point. They've had windows put in. See these lintels. And there's a door being bricked up there. That would have been a doorway there. You can see they're colouring bricks, different kind of bricks. But yeah, the old area shelter. Won't fit many kids in there though, would you? It's had a felt roof put on at one point and all. Let's have a look inside. There you go. So you've got that very fast, quick, easy to pour concrete section. Shelving, doorway in. So it's been used after the war. It's obviously been used for storage. There is a back door in there, but it's been bricked up. So that's your only way in. You can see the exposed lining, exposed bars. The old air raid shelter, there's nothing down here. It's just junk, boxes and whatever. Nothing much on the back walls. Very, very stripped out and plain, just shelving for storage. Probably for like maintenance, paints and stuff like that. Some weird bloody green stuff growing on outside of it, I know. Tendrils. Yeah. It's won't be long before this is in bits too. Look at it. It's just completely falling apart. Completely falling apart. Just like the rest of it. And just like everything else in time, I suppose. Without being too depressing. Yeah, so that was Linton Summer School or Linton Scout Camp, depending on what you search for. You'll probably get both up if you search the internet for if you want more information. But I will put loads of old black and white photographs in, so it shows you who came here, what kind of people came here. Look, another orchard. Apple trees, cherry tree, pears. Somebody's trying to make a do of it, but what's the point? Somebody must own the land. They must do, because these were here last time I came. It were all just bare fields. Like I said, they've started dismantling big piles of wood, big piles of sheet metal. In fact, that's probably the cabin that was in this corner behind this here, with all the car parts in it. Any road, guys, yeah, like I said, just a quick video. Well, I'm editing the Saltaire, Titus Salt and Salts Mill. I will probably do that in 2 parts because it's quite a long video. Don't want you sat around for 2 hours listening to me chirping on. And this has been Linton Scout Camp. If you like what you're watching, please do like and subscribe. Subscribe is free, doesn't cost you anything, literally just a second of your time. And it also helps me out because it puts my videos further across the platform, so it reaches more people. More people get to see what I do. Hopefully they'll subscribe and you're helping my channel grow. We're almost at 800 subscribers, so if we can do that before Christmas, that'd be a brilliant Christmas present. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good week. Goodbye.